I didn't know how to be a parent. I didn't. And that's hard to tell people without judgment. And what's nice about programs like this, I've never felt judged. And that's huge. It's so huge.
First Steps Together is a home visiting program that's working with parents affected by their substance use and their children. And we're really working on the intersection of parenting and recovery.
This program uses family recovery support specialists, which are parents in recovery themselves, to do this work. Just right there on that first level, we're breaking down stigmas.
We are parents in recovery. A lot of us have gone through the reunification process. So it's unique that we then get to turn around and use all of our lived experience going through it. And what we didn't have, we're able to now provide that for other people.
It gives you that trust where it's like, she went through what I went. And if recovery happened for her, recovery can happen for me, and I can move away from it. I can go far and I can make it places.
We also have staff in our programs who are clinicians who are trained in addressing the parent-child relationship and who are familiar with both recovery and parenting, and we're really working with families around that intersection to leverage the parenting relationship as something that will support people's recovery processes.
I think when my daughter was 2 or 3, I had my first experience with a recovery coach, and it was missing the parenting part. Like, yes, she was a parent, but it was solely based on recovery. It was really difficult to kind of navigate both. Most of the services they refer you to are short-term services, and at that point, it was like causing more problems for my kids. But they told me that this was a longer term, like it could go up to 18 months. So that was really like the seller for me because I needed consistency at the time.
I met Abby at my house. That was the first meeting. And I was really nervous at first. I didn't know what to expect. And right off the bat, Abby made me feel really comfortable. She explained what her role was and what we would be doing together. Abby proved to me that she was there for me. Every time that I had to go to court, she was there. Every time I had a phone call that was very important, she offered, hey, do you need me there with you? From the start, Abby explained that First Steps had a Moms in Recovery group that met every Friday. And I started that right away, and I met some amazing moms there. And that was also, an added support that this program gave me so that I could come here. I can bring my children. They could be there right on my lap through the meeting. I love that I could bring my kids with me.
Sometimes I just needed someone there to make phone calls with me. It kind of gave me the confidence I needed to do these things on my own. By the time my second daughter was 1.5 years, I graduated, but a few months later, I ended up referring back into the program because it was so helpful that I was able to really recognize like my triggers and my stressors. And before I could even get to a pre-relapse, I was able to call them and say, hey, I'm still struggling. I need to get back in. Compared to other programs and other recovery coaches, like with, say, therapy, you have like a set plan on like your end goal. Like that's not the case with First Steps. Like I was there to guide like my recovery coach and what I needed. And like, it felt good to like work together and like I was a part of my own treatment rather than like someone talking at me like this is what you need to do and this is how you're gonna feel. Whereas First Steps, like this was someone saying like, I've been where you are and like I'm on the other side to tell you like all this blood, sweat and tears is worth it.
With all this pressure I have right now, you wanna be my old me, I'll be a mess using again. When I feel I wanna go side, well, they show up. One person call me Monday, the another person call me Wednesday, the another person call me Friday. It's not just a phone call, it's a text. It's not a text, it's just come here, sit down with them, spend 45 minutes, an hour. They keep me out of trouble. With those phone calls and those actions and, hey, have this activity, do you wanna come? Yeah, sure, I'm down. I'm not thinking twice.
It offers them a sense of belonging, whereas maybe they didn't have that before. It gives them a foundation, a fallback, somebody that is not going to run away if they fall, if they happen to backstep in their recovery, if they have a lapse, whatever the case is, we're not going anywhere. Unlike other programs, unlike other personal people in their lives, especially, the people that are personal to them. They've walked sometimes the darkest parts of their path with them, and they just can't do it anymore. And whether they become discharged from our program for whatever reason, our doors are always still open for them to come back and ask questions and find resources, or even re-enroll. Whatever suits them at that moment, we're with them regardless of what their decision is.
Tapping into their identity as parents is a very grounding part of their recovery. Our services are provided primarily by peers who are parents in recovery themselves.
This situation that I've gone through was the hardest one that I've ever gone through in my life, and I don't think I could have gone through it without First Steps. They have helped me with my mental health, with my sobriety. They have been a big support, not just to myself, but to my children, to my family, my parents.
We believe in the people that we're working with. We believe that recovery is possible. We believe that families are healthy and can get healthier.
Over the last 5 years of working with First Steps together and seeing these moms and dads who are in recovery see where they are today, and to be so proud of the parents they have become. They have grown, whether it's finding stable housing for themselves. Some have gotten jobs. Some have completed numerous goals. Makes my heart happy. We did something to make their life significant in some kind of way, just walking alongside of them. And that's what we're here to do, just walk along with them during this journey and to best support them. Come with an open mind and non-judgmental.
So some of the changes that I've seen in Hannah and other women that I've worked with is their confidence, their willingness to find their self and continue going even in the hard times. They begin to not only learn the tools that we provide, but they begin to become comfortable within their own self to do what feels right for them and speak up and find their voice and know that just because they have this background of being an addict does not take away any credibility to who they are as a person, as a parent, as a woman, as a father, a man, whatever it is that we are working with.
I really don't know where I'd be without it. I don't know if I would even have my children today if First Steps didn't come when they did. I've recommended it as a participant and as a recovery coach.
My daughter lives with me full time. I have an amazing relationship with my mom. I see all of my kids. For the first time, I'm happy. I'm just wholesomely happy.
I'm strong. I became really strong. I was really lost. Now I have found myself. I'm happy. I can smile.
My goal, stay clean, see my son get bigger, go to school. That's a more important thing for me. I believe this program is important for everybody doing this program. It's not just me. These people help a lot of people.
And I've learned how to be strong and learn that it's okay to be weak, and it's okay to cry and fall down as long as you get back up. Here I am, full custody of all 3 kids, sober for over a year. Actually, no, it's been like a year and 4 months now, and I'm thriving, and I'm going to continue to thrive. I started my bachelor's degree journey in hopes to get into this field so I can help other moms in recovery.
I've seen families come back together, be able to regain custody of their children, maintain custody of their children, and thrive. And I've seen this happen through this program over and over and over again, that when we acknowledge that recovery and parenting at the same time, and people get this hope that I can do this. I do matter. I have value. I am a good parent despite my past and whatever that may look like. And it's a result of this work that they're doing through First Steps Together that's really making all the difference for them.